Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw a band Strike Anywhere. It's like a very political old school punk band. And that was the first band I had ever seen. I was, I don't know, 15 maybe. And the singer was so passionate about what he was preaching and his message, and I just was completely consumed by it. I thought it was so powerful, and then he got off the stage, and I just had a Sharpie. I had gotten a Sharpie from the bar, and I was like, "Hey, I don't have anything for you to sign. Can you sign my arm?" And he signed my arm, and I looked down at it, and I was just in awe, like I was like, "Wow, the singer of this band just signed my arm, and he's giving me this time of day." And I just thought he was so cool. And then I look up, and he had given me the Sharpie, and then he opened his arm and said, "Now sign my arm." And I think that that moment was the moment where, where I was raised and where I grew up. I didn't have a lot of men in my life that were there to teach me or to respect me or to show me that I had worth. And so that exchange from this guy who was on a stage, who was passionate about his dream and his message, showing me that I was equal, and I'm just this little guy, like I'm just this little kid. So I knew that that day after I saw that and I had that exchange with him that I wanted to be a frontman of a band. Now, I didn't know I could sing either. I was never really, I went into, I guess I liked drama class when I was a kid. My dad was an actor in the 80s. He was like in Hear No Evil, See No Evil, As the World, or something like As the World Turns. He was like a soap opera. He was in Swamp Thing, a bunch of stuff. So I was around acting. My mom did like off Broadway stuff. So I always wanted to act, always wanted to, do stuff like that. So I really like drama class, and I'm sure I sang a little bit there, but screaming was like another animal. And it was, in my opinion, screaming was more emotional than singing. And it was more passionate, it was more intimate, it was more um really trying to share a message through desperation, or conveying despair, and all of these different elements that I was very well versed in as a child. As a young man, I had gone through a lot of struggles of my own, so I really resonated with it. And at first I sounded like complete garbage, and I remember my drummer said, "Hey, don't ever do that again," because I was in a band where I was just playing bass, and I wanted to scream, and he was like, "You don't sound good." But I just kept going after it and pursuing it and learning it, just like any other craft. Like, you have to practice, and so that's kind of where it all stemmed for me.